Hi, this is Dr. L with Dr. L Hope Personal Development, and I'm here today with Alizah Josette, the inventor of the Spherehead Pillow. Now, this is a great opportunity to talk about the importance of posture while sleeping because a lot of people may not think that sleeping is that important, or the postural aspect of sleeping is that important, but in reality, we're sleeping for 6, 7, 8 hours a night, and by staying in those certain positions we can really end up putting stress on different parts of the neck or low back, and by doing that, waking up in the morning can cause stiffness and lead to injury. So a lot of us understand that when we're sitting, as I should be doing, in a good posture, that'll be preventing pain. We just want to remind ourselves that while we're sleeping at night, that's very important to keep a good posture as well. And yeah, Eliza has this great pillow that she's going to talk about. Tell us a little about yourself and how this Spearhead pillow came to be.
Oh, sure. So I first off very much agree with you. I think that we do recognize many of us understand the importance of sleep and how it affects our overall well-being, how we can manage stress, how we interact with others. But I don't necessarily believe it's as spoken about that posture of when we sleep. But you're right, it affects our entire bodies. We're spending so many hours a night in that position. So I completely agree with you. And what led me to my invention is I was diagnosed with a thoracic outlet syndrome in my left shoulder when I was about 21. And I struggled for many years to find a pillow that would help me. My problem is my neck muscles go in spasm. And so it causes migraines and just a really difficult time getting a good night's rest. So after so many years of trying every pillow I could think of that was out there and nothing was helping me, it was really out of desperation that I invented the Spherehead pillow.
Very nice. Yeah. And it's so you did it for yourself first, and then by helping yourself, you helped others. And that's also a great lesson I like to talk about as well, because we can only help ourselves first, and then we can help others. If we don't help our health or our posture or reduce our pain, we'll never be able to get to our true potential. So yeah, I think it's awesome that you were able to create a product that helped you, and then now you're sharing this with people
Oh,
all
thank
over
you.
possibly the
Thank
world.
you, doctor. I'll have to say, now I've been on market for 6 months.
Mhm.
And so now I get to hear the feedback every day of all the people that the pillow is helping. And that makes the stress of being an entrepreneur so much more manageable and so worth it. And you're right. I did have a wonderful paralegal career for 17 years, and I only left the comfort of a 9 to 5 and a steady paycheck so I could bring this pillow to the masses to try to help others because I realized I had to invent it out of desperation, like I said, and
Mhm.
I really needed it. There was a hole in the market for me. And I did discover along the way that many other people were in that exact same boat where they had neck, shoulder, lower back, hip pain, and just could not find relief at night. And so it's wonderful now that I know that I'm helping people every single day. And yeah, I'm so grateful that I made the leap.
And can you explain your pillow to us, like how it helps, how it helped you?
Of course. So it is a very unique, revolutionary design. So I'll tell anyone out there viewing this right now, it does not look like the standard pillow. So this is the Spherehead pillow. This is the back of it. So that's the spherical side. And this is the side you would sleep on. And it's memory foam, so it's super squishy and soft, but it's a very good density at the same time. And the way it works is the head rests in the center concave, and then this neck indent, it mirrors the curve of the cervical spine. So it's all about maintaining spine alignment, keeping neck muscles relaxed while in use. and it is for back and side sleepers. I designed it for myself, and I'm a back and side sleeper. And what I found with a lot of other pillows that were really promoting that spine alignment is they would keep my head at this 90-degree angle. And so I couldn't rotate onto my side in the middle of the night. So what's wonderful about the Spherehead pillow is it really is that contoured shape in back with the weight of the head in the center concave. That's what lets it roll with the user during the night so they can easily transition from back to side sleeping.
Hmm. Well, yeah, and I've actually never seen a pillow with that design. So it's like you said, it's new, it's innovative, and well, it definitely works. It's proven.
Honestly, now, so I'm having three sleep studies done. My first one will begin in January, then I have two subsequent ones. So I'll soon be able to make claims. Right now, it is anecdotal, but I can say it helps 5 out of 6 people. I keep a spreadsheet running of everyone who's been using a pillow. I do sell them directly to individuals through the website and Amazon, but I mainly sell them through healthcare professionals who use them themselves and believe in it, love the pillow, and just want to help their patients. So that's really how I maintain most of my feedback. And so I also like because the demographic are people who are seeing physical therapists or chiropractors, people who are in pain and need relief. And so it's really hitting my target audience perfectly. And I know that it's helping them.
I'd also like to mention it would be preventative as well because I tried your pillow and I'm using it. It feels comfortable. I at this point I don't have neck pain, which I'm grateful for, but using the pillow, it can actually prevent further neck pain or mid back pain because again, like I mentioned, we're sitting during the day we're sitting. We need to be aware, sitting upright. At night, we're not really able to be aware of our posture, but if we put ourselves in a good postural position before falling asleep, such as using your pillow, we can prevent other further injury.
Yes, and the Spherehead pillow does limit tossing and turning because you can roll on your side or on your back in the middle of the night. Like I said, seamlessly transition between those sleeping positions, but you have to be intentional about it. So that's another point of the Spherehead pillow is if you are a tosser and turner and it's hard to maintain that spine alignment or keep your neck muscles relaxed while you're sleeping, the Spherehead pillow benefits that too. And I agree with you about the preventative care. I have a chiropractor who sells the Spherehead pillow and loves it. But when he slept on it his first night, he called me the next day to tell me he didn't realize that his neck muscles were stiff until he spent a night on the Spherehead pillow. And when he woke up in the morning, he was like, oh, I'm a lot looser today. So sometimes we don't even realize, and that's a chiropractor who works on people every day with issues. So sometimes we're just not as in tuned with our own bodies unless it becomes acute pain. So I agree. I love that it's preventative as well.
So what are your, let's say, goals in the next year, if you don't mind talking about your business, where you want to go with this?
Sure. So right now, the Spherehead pillow, it comes with this charmeuse fabric pillowcase, but that is the only negative feedback I receive. It seems a lot of people love the satin silky material. That's what charmeuse fabric is. It's just beneficial for all hair types. And as a small business that just came on market, I needed some pillowcase. But for those who don't like it, I say you can use any pillowcase in your house. Any standard pillowcase fits the Spherehead pillow just fine. But that is my next step. I hope within the next year that I'll be offering alternate pillowcases in different fabrics and colors to meet those that don't like the charmeuse fabric. And ultimately, I want to open my own manufacturing plant. Right now, they are manufactured overseas, and I do that to try to keep the price down. A lot of specialty pillows, I say they go for an average of $100 because some are 80 or 90, but some are 130 or $150. So I try to keep mine as affordable as possible. And to do that, I've had to keep my manufacturing overseas for right now, just my first order. But my goal is to save enough revenue that I'll have my molds shipped to me and I'll just have my own manufacturing plants. This way I can offer jobs and keep that price low for the consumers.
For sure. I've used it. Like you have what you mentioned, like physical therapists, chiropractors are using and selling it to their patients as well. I would say to anyone that's listening, if you're having neck issues, mid back, and I'd even venture to say down to the low back because everything's connected. Um, look into this. We have a link I'm going to put in the description below, and you'll be able to click that link, get some information, order your pillow, use it, see how it feels, and go from there.
Thank you for the support, Dr. L. And it's funny, when I came on market, I thought it was only for neck and shoulder pain. And I have realized without a doubt it helps people who have lower back or hip pain. So I've heard that now so many times that yes, once again, I cannot make the claim as of today because the sleep study is not complete at this time. But I feel a lot of our health and medicine throughout all of history, it always starts anecdotally. So, and I can say with absolute certainty that I've heard it from so many at this point that I believe that that will absolutely be a claim that will be forthcoming once the study is complete.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about regarding your pillow?
Well, there is an adjustment period. I would like anyone who is interested in trying out the Spherehead pillow. It is a 30-day money back, so it's risk-free to try. But there is sometimes, not for everyone, some people love it on night one, but others need to take the adjustment time because I do compare it to other health aids or healthcare practices. So if you get an adjustment from a chiropractor or your exercises from a physical therapist, insoles in your shoes, just exercise in general. I mean, these things can be uncomfortable at first, but if we all stick with them, they're ultimately beneficial for our overall health and our bodies. And I do compare the Spherehead pillow, I put it in those categories of if you don't like it on night one, I ask people to use it for at least a week. 7 consecutive nights. I've never met anyone so far to date who has gotten through 7 nights and has not loved it. So I've never had one person complain. Just sometimes it can take a couple nights to get there. But
Mhm.
I just ask people if you're in pain, try it out. Most people know that because for those of us who've been suffering for so long, we've all tried so many things to help us, and we've usually given them a fair shot. So I don't really come across that very often, but it's the one thing I like to mention to people.
Hmm. No, that's a good point because when I tried it out, yeah, it was a little getting used to. I think I was on the third night where it was like, yeah, this feels really great now, comfortable. And yeah, so and it's like home exercises. I tell my patients also, you can come to therapy once or twice a week and learn how to do the correct motions, activities, and exercises. But if you don't use it or perform it every day, you're really not going to get better. And it's kind of the same concept as your pillow.
Completely. And I honestly didn't get through my first night with the Spherehead. So this was 5 years ago. It's not the prototype that I'm selling now. This was my first one that I made just for me. And my first night, my feet were going in spasm. And so I got halfway through my first night, and then I was like, I put it aside. But by my second night, actually, I laid down and I had muscle memory, and I've been sleeping on this Spherehead ever since. And now I can't sleep on standard pillows. And that's what I hear as well from those who try the Spherehead. You don't go back to the standard shape. We all get our bodies adjust. We know what feels good. We know what's healthy. Like I said, it's just like all those other healthcare aids. Once people stick with them, they realize this is so beneficial for my body. And then we crave it. We want to exercise. We don't want to take our insoles out of our shoes. So I just ask people, give it a shot, and I hope it helps.
In the future, I'd love to have you on again, talk about like how you've progressed and and go from there.
I would love to. Thank you so much, Dr. L. I so appreciate the support.
Oh, of course. You're welcome. Take
And
care.
thank you to all those who are listening out there as well.